NRM propagandists opened up Twitter accounts and they were pitting Miriam Matembe and Bobi Wine so that they don't work together. Miriam Matembe is one of the historicals who have always stood for the right. They are one of the first people who went against General Kaguta Museveni at his strongest, and they told him that there should be a peaceful transfer of power. So after this propaganda being peddled, Miriam Matembe came out to make it clear that he still stands for the truth and nothing can pity her to Kyagulanyi. In fact, Miriam Matembe said these statements. I want you to listen very carefully because it's going to form a basis for a discussion. Here is the tape.
I have actually come here to explain these lies which have been going around on Twitter, saying that Matembe has now changed her mind and she believes that President Museveni should be the one to continue ruling this nation and not Kyagulanyi, who has no intellect and strength. That's what they say. I've been thinking, of course, that every sensible person who knows who Matembe is would not believe in such nonsense. But now, and I've been thinking these are fools who are lying around on Twitter. But now, I've got a revelation which has come because of Dombo, the official spokesperson of NRM, has come out to clearly confirm these lies that were going around, putting words in my mouth. And I have now realized that these NRM people, I think, have done research and have found out that Ugandans and other international community believe in what Matembe says. Now I am here, fellow Ugandans and all of you people who believe in me, to tell you that that tweet which has been moving around is nonsensical rubbish from those fools who think they can capture your mind to believe wrong things. Therefore, please stick to my integrity, stick to what I say. I rarely tweet, I use my mouth. My mouth is the weapon. And now that it is here clearly telling you that that is nonsensical rubbish of a lie being used to turn your mind to the wrong, please stick to it.
That is, as he was trying to tell the NRM propagandists that they should stop pitting him against the opposition. By the way, one of the things, the respect I give to these people like Miriam Matembe and Kizza Besigye, they have stood firm for the longest. Miriam Matembe left government, I think, in the early 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. The same with Dr. Kizza Besigye and Mugisha Muntu. Many of the people who have joined government have since turned back into government, like Amama Mbabazi. Thomas Taiwo was in the opposition as deputy speaker. Among was the same. These people have stood, and by the way, they have had a chance of serving in cabinet. If Miriam Matembe today joined General Kaguta Museveni, trust me, would be holding up a ministerial position. But he stands for the truth. So the propaganda that was going around, and I personally also saw it on Twitter, but of course I knew it was fake. It was a tweet made out of Miriam Matembe saying that he now supports General Kaguta Museveni. Of course, it is propaganda because General Kaguta Museveni is looking for legitimacy. Part of the reason as to why these people departed away from General Kaguta Museveni, it was because they acted for a peaceful transition. They are the people who were forcing General Kaguta Museveni to retire after 2 terms. In fact, Miriam Matembe several spoke about that, because he thought General Museveni was going to give out power after 2 terms. When he failed, her, Iria Kategai and others decided to leave. Till now it's 40 years when the man is still at the helm. So people like Miriam Matembe are so solid. You cannot just grab them by the neck and take them this way, that way. In fact, for those who forget, there's a speech which was made by General Kaguta Museveni speaking about the peaceful transfer of power. In fact, he said these statements.
There was no violence. So I would like to emphasize that peaceful transfer of power is part of civilization. The more backward you are politically, the more turbulence you get. when you get changes. That means you don't know how to handle civil affairs. So you resort to brute force. We had to use brute force the other time because Obote did not allow us to organize things. We tried to appeal to Obote, please, let's have good elections. He thought he was very clever, that he knows how to play games and do what? I said, my friend, if you don't accept arbitration here, by dialogue, this is where we shall arbitrate. We shall go to another arbitration board. Because here we can discuss what is the problem. He could not accept. He thought he was very smart. And we gave him a lesson. We have taught all this. Reaction is a lesson in Uganda. We have taught them a lesson that they should be civilized and talk through the mouth, not use guns which they don't even make. They don't make a single gun, but they are fond of using guns. They can't make one bullet. So, I would like to reiterate that Uganda is committed to the national resistance movement. I cannot speak for all Ugandans, there are other Ugandans, but for the ones in NRM who have been supporting NRM, I can say that we support progress, we support civilization. We believe that Africans are mature people, but they are being misrepresented by a small layer of people whom they have not been able to get rid of in many of the African countries. But here we have got rid of them.
That is John Kaguta Museveni. So we clearly see that when John Museveni had just came into power, he had the embodiment of the revolution and change. When he spoke, we clearly see that he had Ugandan attack. I don't know what happened. Because it's the same guy who used to come out and say that one of the African problems, leaders who overstand power. Now he has done that for 40 years and still counting. He stood against Pandagali, we have drones. He stood about abduction, they are happening. He stood against torture, he's doing the same. Everything that John Museveni stood against is now doing it. And now even the peaceful transfer of power is going to fail because now he wants a succession from him to his son, the incompetent Moho's kind of governor. Okay? As the reason as why you must make these videos. So as long as this video is watched by 1, 2, or 3 people, I know the message will go far. Of course, it's pumping and remain yours truly, Mr. Makinde, Kabi Sulaiman Mawagali. I'll see you on another one. Peace.